Motherfucking wives. Thank you very much. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Can we?
Please, finally. Please. Thank you, God.
What do you think about Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's the white Tory Lanez.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hot take.
Shot a girl.
Yeah.
Claims never to have shot the gun.
Wow.
He didn't pull the trigger.
He didn't pull the trigger, but okay. Go on that. Keep going on that.
He jumped out in front of the court cases. He put his version of an album out.
He dropped a motherfucking album, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And now he's swaying the audience. Like, people are thinking he's good. He's not guilty.
Do you think?
I think the majority of people feel that it's not on him. It should have been on everybody else to check the gun and all that.
But you don't think they felt that way before? I thought everybody...
I think initially people jumped on him, were like, oh, you should have checked the gun. It's your responsibility to check the gun. Now they're like, oh, why is there a live round on the set in the first place? So,
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever been on a movie set, you'll know that it's actors' responsibility to do nothing. Like, they don't get their own coffee, nothing.
They don't let you do anything. They baby you.
It's not even let you. It's just, you could. Oh, actually, no, maybe you're right. Sometimes they're like, follow you around.
I remember I did a student film, and I went to Chipotle on my own, and they're like, please don't do that. If you need anything, ask us. And I was like, what do people in real films do? Like, if Will Smith was like, hey, fly to Colombia every day, get me some coffee beans, somebody would do it.
Yeah.
You're worth that. So that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Money-wise, you bring in that much, that's what we have to do.
All right, guys, look, I'm getting married. It's going to be a couple weeks off for the infamous tour, but New Year's and the day before New Year's Eve, so New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve's Eve, we're going to be in Boston celebrating with y'all. All 3 shows are sold out. That's going to be some fucking crazy stuff, man. We're going to have some fun there. I'm on the fence about adding a 4th show. I'll let you guys convince me, but you're going to have to do it very soon if you want to convince me, because once I go get married, I'm out. I'm off the grid for a couple weeks. So you have a little time, but please go do it. Check out the website. We had a bunch of those Canadian shows are up. Vancouver, Calgary, Winnipeg, Toronto. Y'all have been so fucking good to us, man. That's been crazy. We got New Orleans, Pittsburgh. We added a show in Pittsburgh. I mean, so many others. California with a bunch of shows. Just go check out theandrewschultz.com. Make sure you get those tickets so that you don't miss out. Also, you got to make sure you check out Akaash Singh on tour. You can go to his website, akaashsingh.com, for links for tickets. He's going to be in Washington, D.C., December 9th through 11th, and he's going to be in Dallas January 7th through the 8th. Make sure you go check him the fuck out. Okay, amazing comedian, has an incredible hour. Go check him. akaashsingh.com for those tickets. All right, guys, we can take a break for a second because I got to tell you about the best fucking underwear I've ever put on my body, and that is Culprit motherfucking underwear. I am not playing around here. I'm telling you the truth. This is the only underwear I wear. I started to wear one single pair of these underwear, and then I never look back. This is what I wear. I work out in them. I live in them. I sleep in them. It is the best pair of underwear you ever wear in your life. They've got a bunch of things here. They're talking about the fabrics and micromodal, which is made from beech trees and all this other nonsense. Do you care? Honestly, no. I don't care. What I care is they're incredibly comfy, okay? They've actually got great designs, very funny, like ad campaigns to go with them. Like, you should check out their site on Instagram. They're literally underwear, @underwear. But what you should do most importantly is just buy a pair so you can see for yourself and you'll never look back. Simple as that. They're friends of mine. I love these guys, and they're fucking killing it with this brand. I need you to go to culpritunderwear.com. Use the code Flagrant at checkout for 25% off. That's 25% off. That's a holiday sale. That's from us to y'all. Go to culpritunderwear.com. Use that code Flagrant for 25% off. Let's get back to the show. Yeah. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, dude, I get what you're saying now, and I started watching the whole video.
You have to watch the whole thing.
You got to watch the whole thing. Because the thing, okay, so basically he's like, I didn't pull the trigger, right? Mm-hmm. Which he didn't pull the trigger. Now, when you have a, what is it called? I think it was a Colt 45, right?
It's a single action army revolver.
Yeah, so it's a revolver. When you have a revolver, the pulling of the trigger pulls that hammer thing back. Yeah. You know, you see like in the old Western movies where like they're going like this to shoot fast. Yeah. So what he said is that the DP, I think Helena is her name, Helena Hutchinson, is telling him exactly where to point the gun. Like, he's taking all the guilt off of himself. He's like, she told me to point the gun. Yeah. She told me to do this. She was telling me. And I was just listening. And let me tell you something, like, actors are not, especially an actor of his stature, going to do a little fucking shitty film. he's not going to be like so deferential to this random like girl from Sweden that's like a DP. Like, there's no fucking way. The guy's on SNL every weekend. Like, he was putting the shit wherever he wants, I imagine. But let's just go with her story. It doesn't matter. He said he suggested to pull the hammer of the gun back. And then he let it go. There should have never been a live round in there, but still, letting the hammer go is pulling the trigger.
Yeah, it's actually faster than pulling the trigger.
It's fast. Yeah, when they need to shoot fast in the Westerns, they go like this because they're like, I can't do that. That takes too long. So you didn't pull the trigger, but you shot the gun. It's effectively shooting the gun.
Yeah.
So it's not your fault. That round should never been in there, etc. But like, why are you trying to create this like
Legalese
air of
loophole? Like,
yes,
Dude, that was the grossest part is seeing everybody around this thing be like, oh, this is such a tragedy. This is so sad. We loved her so much. But this wasn't my fault at all.
Yeah.
This was somebody else. Everybody did that. The
Yeah.
fucking production company, him, everybody's like, no, it's not my fault. No, she was amazing, but this is not
and
my
it's
fault.
not his fault. But the fact that he's going so far to prove it's not his fault makes me hate him.
If you're explaining,
Yes.
you're losing.
If you're explaining, you're losing. TB12 method.
I think
100%.
also the first part, so apparently he took down his Twitter because he was probably because he was getting so much hate after the interview. We
Yeah.
don't know why, but that's what we're speculating.
Yeah.
It's because also ABC, the first 8 minutes of the interview was like asking a bunch of dumbass questions where he's like, yeah, this movie really rekindled my love of acting. I don't give a fuck, bruh. I don't care how you felt about
that
filming this
movie
movie.
seems fire, fam.
Bro, right?
I want to see that movie.
Not I.
I know, I'm about
They gotta
that
rename
movie.
it though. They gotta call it John Wick 4. That's what they- like, all right, fire.
That shit is dead in the water, dog.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Nah, I thought it looked kind of cool. Like,
Do you know what the plot of the movie is?
yeah, he's an outlaw that's going around with his grandson. Like,
And he has to try to cover up for his grandson who was convicted of accidentally killing someone.
Oh shit!
Apparently, yeah, that's what I read. That's the plot of the movie. Like he's like with his grandson, they're on the run because he accidentally killed someone. The
Maybe he's
grandson
just
did.
a method actor, yo. Maybe he's just trying to get into his grandson's psyche.
oh my
Crazy.
God, dog.
That's not a good look.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think I would. Yeah, I would absolutely see that. What? Did we say something wrong?
Did I say something?
I mean, somebody died.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah, it's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy.
And all these
He's so
motherfuckers
committed
are
to the
just,
role.
I don't know. And I was trying to talk to Mark about this the other day, but I was like, why am I so enraged by this? Like, why does he need to be even more innocent than he already is?
Yes.
Like that, there's something about that fucking irks me.
But I don't like how it was marketed too.
What-
They did like a trailer for it
With
like,
the music.
and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it was all
That made me sick.
How does that help the family? Like a woman died, there's children without a mother, and then they get to turn on the TV and it's Alec Baldwin being like, "This is so difficult tonight at 6." It's like what?
And why has nobody interviewed that purple-haired dyke that put the fucking bullets in the
You know
gun?
what thought I had?
You haven't seen that girl?
Yeah,
That
the
purple-haired
Joker.
dyke?
They had the
Because
fucking
lawyers.
Joker doing
She
this
has
shit.
good
had
lawyers,
it.
bro. That's
Say
why.
what?
She has good lawyers.
No
That's
lawyers.
why.
I gotta tell her, don't say nothing.
But
Son,
still, you can't find her outside of a Wendy's or something like that. Like, she's going to be outside of a Wendy's on West 4th Street at about 1 a.m.
You think Wendy's?
No. Macadona. I think
Nah, the dollar pizza.
the dollar pizza. She can be a dollar pizza
She'd be at
spot.
McDonald's at Target.
100%. Right? One of her dungarees just like hanging open. What is that thing?
What?
Overalls. Yeah, one of her overalls just hanging open, dressed like Mouse Jones on
Jones,
fucking
yeah.
Brilliant Idiots. Okay? She's going to be at a McDonald's at 2 a.m. just like Mouse Jones and Brilliant Idiots. And you could just ask her right there, why'd you put live ammunition in the gun?
Yo.
Because that I bet you it's because that Helena Hutchinson, the DP that was shot and killed, wouldn't give her no pussy. I bet you that. I bet you that. I bet you that. I bet you they're in this Old West movie, right? She got no other lesbos that she could, go down on or something like that. Helena Hutchins was like, nah, I got kids. I don't want to do this shit. I'm worried about my career. And she's like, all right, bet. All right, bet. We all make choices.
yo,
Yes or no?
I'm gonna add to it.
You don't think that's possible?
He said no.
You don't think it's possible? A
You don't
bully,
think it's her fault
bullies
that this
get
happened?
angry, bro.
You not
Bullies
think
get
are you trying to
angry.
get her out of culpability for this? You think it's not her fault this happened?
Well, you're
Mark
making it sound
Gagnon?
like it's Helena's fault.
No.
That's what you
It's the
just said.
Joker's fault.
Yo, you never blame the victim, dog.
Son, come on.
Women are allowed to say no, but these bullies don't play games, bruh. Have you ever turned down a bully? No, you haven't. You turned down a bully, it's a problem.
It was crazy how he kept saying, "There's 2 victims here." He kept saying throughout the
no,
interview.
he's talking about no. To be fair, he's talking about the guy the girl who died, and the other guy who got shot.
Oh, you thought he was talking about
I
himself?
thought he was talking about. No, I swear, I think he was talking about
He
himself.
said, I would too, but early on he goes, let's be clear, I'm not a victim. Which is a little
shit,
political,
all right.
but he did take himself out.
I was like, yo, you a wild boy.
he's a
for that
wild
one.
boy.
Yeah, that would have been wild.
Yeah.
That would have been wild.
Yeah, people are forgetting what happened to me.
Yo, I'm going to be honest. I think Hollywood diversity casting is a problem here.
Ooh.
You can't have some liberal ass woman doing this job. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh, the
gun
you
shit.
need a conservative, redneck, a little bit racist, bearded, hunting ass motherfucker doing that armorer job.
Yo,
That
That's
was
the
her
armorer.
dad.
that was her
Yeah,
dad.
get her pop, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get Michael Jordan's daughter to be on my starting five.
Yo, that's a
Fuck.
good ass
That's a
point.
good ass
Good point.
Yo,
Diversity
So her
casting
dad
costs
was a
a life.
conservative guy,
I
right?
mean, I don't know if he's
Strong men
conservative.
make what is the thing? Strong men make
Lesbians.
big dykes, gun dykes. Strong men make gun dykes. That's what it is, right? Strong men make gun dykes.
I think that's how it goes.
That's my favorite cartoon. Gun dyke? No, Gundam. What is it? Gundam or Gun Dykes?
No, that's your song, Gundike style.
Yeah.
Oh, Gundike style.
Whoop 'em, Gundike style.
But in all seriousness, dude, I think you're making a good point. Why don't we hire the people that are good at this shit?
Bruh.
You don't want some liberal motherfucking gun owner.
No chance, dog. You can't be pro-choice and do that job.
Yeah.
You got to be a fucking
Right to
conservative,
life.
dog.
Right to life, bro.
Right to life unless I am that shit. Yeah. There you go. Right to life. That's
That's a
what you
good
need.
ass point. What are some other positions in Hollywood we should hire in that way?
Son, that might be the one.
Only
I'm trying to think of other ones. That
No,
one
it doesn't have to like
has be
only
cons-
liberals to do this thing. Like, how do you hire specific people? We
probably
do this
finances.
culturally all the time.
Probably finances. Like if you have like the financier of the movie, probably want them to be conservative. You want someone that's like, oh yeah, spend all
Hell
the
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Giving the key grip, equal pay and shit. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
Nah, you gotta
Also-
be cutting costs.
There's an argument for nepotism being the cause of this. Like this girl got that opportunity just because her dad was an armorer. Maybe she don't know about guns.
I'm okay with nepotism. It's the fucking Duck Dynasty family. But if you're gonna raise a daughter, no chance. No liberal woman raised in California, no chance.
Do we know anything about her, Dove? Are you familiar with her?
Son, she fucked up multiple times. I wish I had
I
it
think
written in my
it's
notes
set up.
somewhere, but she has in other movies been like she's had violations. She's had concerns about safety handling guns.
On that same
this is
shoot.
not her first mistake.
Yeah. There was like a misfire already, like
Yes.
the day before.
Yeah, dude. The guy walked off the set because he was like, nothing is. He said live rounds have gone off on this set a couple of times.
Oh my
now
God.
they were
Once
blanks,
before, yeah.
but
I don't want to be stereotypical, but do we know her cycle? Do we know her menstrual cycle? Do you think that could have played part of it? Do you think that she had a big fucking bloody period? Do you think that she was hiding a big old bloody period in them jeans? In them Jordashes? Do you think that if she took off them Jordashes, there was a big old bloody period? Do you think that's why?
Anyway.
the Bugle Boys got a little bloody.
I think Alec Baldwin's the only actor that's gonna get typecast like the opposite way.
You know, it was a wild line he said. He was like, I'll certainly never do a movie with a gun again. And I was like, you just told us you're going to do movies again? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Can't wait. He just
Wow.
rekindled his love for movies.
Yeah, exactly. He's
He
like,
was
yeah,
back
it took
into
the
it.
death of an innocent woman for me to rekindle my love.
This movie made me believe.
But yeah, he's gonna be typecast the opposite way.
Believe
Instead of
in
always
movies
getting cast
again.
as one character, he's just never gonna get cast as the gun guy. Like no matter what the movie is, it's gonna be like 6 bandits, and he's just gonna be like, and Alec Baldwin is the nice guy.
Yeah.
He's the knife thrower. Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like Alec Baldwin accidentally knifed an actor on the set.
Dude, that is kind of crazy.
Is there any chance that this is a setup?
Go.
By who?
Well, I mean,
Because
it
they're
has to be.
saying
It has to
no
be.
live rounds should be on a set. Period. So the fact that there were 2, one goes off ahead of time, and they don't check every single fucking round to make sure that shit don't happen
a
again.
great-ass
That
point,
shit is
dog.
wild.
Son, can I tell you how ridiculous that is? You know when you're at a restaurant and like a glass breaks,
Yeah.
like by the bar, and they take all the ice out of the thing,
Yeah.
underneath the bar. Like one little shred of glass could have gotten into the ice bucket.
Yep.
So I got to remove all the fucking ice. They should have thrown out every bullet on that set if there was a live round that they didn't know about.
Yeah, I think it's set up.
And that was up to the armor, right?
So who set it up?
I mean, he was taking some shots at Trump.
Yo.
Whoa.
You think Trump set it up?
Yeah.
Also, the
Campaign.
union people that walked off the set.
That's right. The
too.
union people walked off the set.
Non-union.
No, but he was super supportive
He
of
was
IATSE.
supportive of
Yeah.
the union. Yeah.
He was super supportive of IATSE. They thanked him. He did a whole thing about IATSE. Do what you got to do.
Because these
But-
executives don't give a fuck about you, of whom I am one. He's an EP on the thing.
Bro, it was funny in the beginning of the conversation when he was talking about being a producer. He made very clear that he wasn't a producer that hired anybody.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Like I was a producer, but in name only. Like I'm here to act and maybe choose and casting, but nothing else. I'm not hiring anybody. I'm not working out. In other words, I didn't hire the person.
The armor
Producer in name only.
Yeah, producer in name only. Yeah.
Which is true. When you get famous enough, you're an EP of everything you're on because you make more money that way.
Yeah.
But he made that incredibly clear to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a weird situation.
So does he go down for this?
No.
You don't
I think
so?
he's completely clean.
Really?
I don't know if you could put him in shit without the stain of it on it. Like every time I see him, I'm be like, oh, that's the guy that shot that poor woman.
Yeah.
Right. And he's trying to remove that right now. But what I think that he did is made us resent him. Like we felt bad, and if he just stayed in mourning and stayed out of the public eye, we'd be like, man, it's so tragic what happened to this fucking poor guy. Like the worst possible thing. I mean, the worst possible thing happened to her, but like the worst possible thing that doesn't kill you, it happened to you. You know,
I also would have believed if he was like more emotional. He seemed a little bit like matter of fact about it all.
Yeah.
When if you're like really racked with guilt and I fucking killed somebody and this is driving me crazy.
Yeah, his little Kyle Rittenhouse cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he was
Like
emotional,
full
like dude, I killed somebody, even if I didn't think whatever. Like if he was just more emotional about it.
Nah, he's in survival mode. Motherfucker wants to get invited to the party still. Like he wants to be in these movies.
But you get invited by being emotional when, like, there was a body language expert that believed everything he was saying. He used the hammer, didn't pull the trigger. I'm like, we don't think you did this intentionally.
Yeah, like the fact that you're explaining it makes me think you actually killed this girl.
Yeah, like
we
what are you
all know
defending?
you didn't do it. Why would you shoot a girl on your set of your movie?
Yeah.
Why would you come to work and then shoot the fucking DP? That's crazy. Now that you keep telling me that you didn't do it, it's like saying I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Remember that guy who goes every fucking Christmas? I ain't gay no more. I'm delivered.
Oh yeah.
You know that black dude that was in the church doing it? Hilarious. Like that guy's gay.
Yeah.
If you say I'm not gay more than 3 times, you're gay. It's Candyman.
You've said it 3 times so far.
I'm not gay, Mark. Come on.
All right.
Alec Baldwin is a gay black dude in church. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, it was in a church when it happened.
Yeah, it was.
Shit.
I mean, what makes it a church?
It was built to be a church.
And then it's always a church forever?
I mean,
They put Limelight in a church, then it became a club. Or is that always a church?
Ooh, that's a good
I mean, if it's built like a church, like you ever been in like an old store.
What
that
about
used to
them
be a Pizza
Hispanic
Hut?
churches that they put in fucking Office Depot?
Well, that wasn't built to be a church. That
But
became
it is a church.
Became a church.
Those things be lit. though.
Slapping.
Like it's a party. It's
Crazy.
like a
The
fucking
strip mall church?
baby
Yeah,
shower
that's
in
fine.
that bitch.
Yeah.
It's
That became a
100%.
church. That became a church. It wasn't built to be a church. It became
They got the same signage as the store that was before. They just put church on it. It's a Subway.
exactly.
They got the same
Churchway.
color and
Yeah.
Churchway. Hey, wait.
Hey, wait.
But yeah, okay. So if it's built to be a church,
Yeah.
it's still a church.
You ever go to the Walgreens? It was a bank, and you walk in there like, oh, this was a bank. We're in a bank. It's a Walgreens, but it's got bank shit.
Yeah, but you can't make no fucking deposits.
Yeah, but you
can't get
can't like
cashier's checks.
You can't like do church service because it's not an active church. But
So it's not a church
it's
no
a
more.
church though.
If you can't do a church service, it's not a church. That's it.
I mean, you can do a church service.
You can do a church service. What if you can? And also you can deposit.
Yeah, ATM.
Well, then it's a church/bank. The church bank.
It's a church bank.
It's Joel Osteen.
Is it? Good transition. That was the real elephant in the room that we
Yeah.
watched.